And this also has the distinction of being the most recent poem that I've written that I don't hate. So hooray for that. This is called Lake Sabrina, 1973. Wandering through a gray day, heavy and wet, there's little light left. I'm away from my parents, but I can still see the sky blue Dodge van far enough away from my parents that I'm alone in the forest, alone in the world, away from the chaos of home, closets to hide in, my father's countless failed attempts at sobriety, trudging through the woods around the lake. I see a brightly colored fish, a goldfish, a koi, in a tiny creek, little more than a trickle, swimming where? Home to the lake? Away from it? Could he stay in the creek? Can he do that? Can I? An adult, thick with brown hair, leaves and twigs crunching under tan work boots, gathers wood for a fire. Some words are exchanged. Won't you get in trouble for chopping down trees? I only take wood that's already dead. I didn't know wood could die. I didn't know it could live. The man feels safe, responsible. I'm surrounded by trees, too small to hide behind, and I don't know the way home, so I keep walking and eventually find my way back to my father, his hands speckled red with blood and scales of a trout, its mouth opening and closing, opening. His fingers curl around its guts, closing. He tears them from its body, opening. He calls this cleaning the fish, closing. The smell of Coors and Merit cigarettes, heavy in the air like a low fog, rolling in off the water. And my second poem that I'll read, I was actually talking about this the other night. I didn't realize it was in here. This is called Pequots of Fruit. And my father and I were having a conversation. Pequot is not a fruit. Pequot is the name of a Native American tribe. I don't know if my father was thinking of kumquats or paraquats. I don't know. And it kind of doesn't matter. Pequots of fruit, your father grunts, and somehow it no longer matters who John Stone was. All of history is eclipsed by one old man's bullshit, and your legs start to buckle, and you half sit, half fall on the edge of the couch, a couch with deep, fat lines in the fabric, almost corduroy, a beige that says Ross Perot and Crystal Pepsi, that catches you for a moment before you hit the floor, exhausted by the hurricane of vacuous nonsense that wails through the house you grew up in, the house with the perfect memory that won't leave you alone. Its ethereal fingers curl through decades of dust and faded light, flick your earlobe hard like a fifth-grade bully, whispers, I'll never forget. You can't ever be someone else. You will always be Ponson. And you keel to the left, your knees come back to your chest, your cheek reacquaints itself with the synthetic sharpness of the shag rug that smells like Reaganomics and dog hair and 5 decades of not wiping your shoes before you walk inside, and you go fetal. You have to give the old man credit. He can still destroy a conversation in a single sentence, like a supervillain whose arch nemesis is rhetoric. His commitment to willful, aggressive ignorance, joyous, fearsome, a thing to supplicate before, and your arms wrap around your legs and squeeze, and you continue to shrink into yourself. You collapse. A dying star, a soft iris explodes, kaleidoscopic. You collapse in on yourself so hard, not even light will escape. You take it all, your house, memory, family, all identity, one singularity, one beautiful heartbeat, oneness stretched infinite across every century, simultaneous, lasts forever, forever into nothingness, until your mother walks in, asks why you're on the floor, and have you eaten dinner yet? And that's me.